collecting garbage to prove we don't need governance to do these things. And I'll wake up burning Times Square as we sing. Throw your hands in the air, 'cause property is robbery. First to say the words. The day I rob a bank's the first day of my life as an honest man, an honest man. The day I rob a bank's the first day of my life as an honest man, an honest man. The day I go to jail trying to rob a bank's the day I finally get what I deserve.
Yeah. I'm running behind on everything today. Just everything. Today is just one of those days. Jesus Christ. So that's what got close to the fucking... All right. Viva, thanks for the Bezos bucks. And tech support. God damn it. Oh, with the biddies. And Amorous with the resub. Oh. Anyway. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, no, Red, that's being... Oh. Yeah, fucking beast. I got a tweaked muscle in my fucking back right here. That's absolute old man fucking me. What's up, Crimson? What the fuck is already going on in my chat? Hold on, let me... Jesus fucking A. Let me scroll back. Amorous, this is the last day I've already unsubbed and switched to coffee. Ah, good. Fucking... Alright, cool. I'm caught up. Yes, Fetterman is... he won his primary. Yeah. Fetterman's the Democratic candidate for Pennsylvania senatorial candidate. Jesus Christ. Like, nothing. I'm just nothing is where it should be. I'm so far behind on everything. All right. So... We're going to talk a little bit about the Buffalo shooter, but mostly we're going to talk about the fact that finally people are catching up to me. That's the truth. It's going to sound egoistic, and it is slightly. But for those that were here, that were on the server over the weekend, Sunday, Karina and Kat were there for it. We went through the manifesto. Like, we grabbed it. One, apparently there's streamers out there that literally can't get their hands on that shooter's manifesto. If you're listening to a streamer and they're like, dude, that manifesto's been scrubbed from the internet, stop watching them immediately. They're an idiot. They're an idiot. It's all over the place. So if you're listening to somebody who says they can't get their hands on that manifesto, they're a fucking moron. Feel free to just ignore them for all purposes. Well, Voss, he put it in poll. The shooter put it in poll himself. It isn't Amorous. It is Amorous. If you think it's just a compilation of the dumbest memes in poll, you're a fucking idiot, man. Dude, yes, there's pages of memes when he's talking about the blacks or the Jews. Pay attention to his frequently asked questions and his action section and his plan for the shooting and his diagram of the shooting and the gear breakdown. Like, dude, if you can't appreciate what this is, then one, you're probably not American, which you aren't. And two, you clearly, you're not contextualizing this correctly. There's coupon codes in this manifesto for gearing up with the gear he used. You do realize he proved that he could take a round from a fucking security guard. Like, he's straight up, he's like, yeah, I cased the joint. He's working with a Glock specific. I can take a 3A armor round, 3A plate, and that will nullify any fire from his firearm. So he armed specifically to the weapons on the facility. He included the gear that he utilized in this attack. He included the manufacturers and sellers sites that you could get it from. He even included coupon codes that, as of yesterday, were still active for the manufacturers. This is a how-to guide, and it shows a refinement of a process. Because if you've been reading the shooter manifestos, as long as they've been coming out, then you'd also be aware of the refinement of the process. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff cribbed from the New Zealand guy, but it's not cribbed so much as it is a refinement. It's an inclusion, right? Like it's like anything technology. It's anything knowledge-based, right? You take an idea or a core set of ideals and you fucking refine them. You add your own stuff. You put your spin, your interpretation, and you put it back out there in the world. Yes, Aspen, they're learning. And this was 100% a speedrun. This manifesto shows that you can go from entering 4chan, 2 years later, you're shooting up a tops in New York. It took 2 years to create a white nationalist, eco-fascist, national socialist. His own words. His own words. He is a white nationalist, eco-fascist, which we'll get into, national socialist. This is his described ideology. He would prefer to be known as a populist, but in his own words, if you described me as a white nationalist, eco-fascist, national socialist, I would not argue with you. This is a person who understands what they're about. It is a person who understands what they are attempting to achieve. It is a person who has a plan of attack and action. And it is a person who saw their plan approximately 75 to 85% of the way through. Okay? For those of you that understand military planning, for a plan for a single manned mission, which militarily speaking doesn't happen very often, but for a single manned mission to have the plan of attack actionable up to 75 to 85% of the way through without it going off the rails. What's the old quote? Most military plans don't survive boots on the ground. This is a person who scouted his location multiple times, including the morning of the incident, to make sure everything was clear. This is a person who understood his OPSEC on how to get inside the building, get his weapons to the building without being noticed by the cops, how to stay unnoticed as far as gear goes and all of that. This is not what people have been talking about it as. A lot of you motherfuckers, including a lot of streamers, and this is what I said, like, Merrick apparently caught up today. Good on Merrick. I love her. I really do. But a lot of you motherfuckers want to write this off as some angsty, crazy school shooter shit. That this is some emo shit. That this is just some fucked up white kid who has a mental health disorder and is fucked in the head like all these typical shooters are, and it's a crazy motherfucker, and this was an insurgent attack. Y'all motherfuckers need to pay attention. This was an insurgent attack. This was 100% insurrectionary. It is designed, intended, purposeful for that reason. It includes instruction guides and an example of how somebody can fucking do this. His plan of attack is very clear. He even knows, when you watch the video, which we have, most of you motherfuckers haven't even found the fucking stream. Yeah, we have a copy of the stream too. We had it from fucking moment one, basically. Fucking, he's got in his plan of action, he knows where the security guard is, and he's going to strafe him. And when you watch the video, he strays from his plan of attack, from pup. He's going to strafe as soon as he gets out of the car. But there's a woman at the front door that needs dealt with first, so he puts her down. He immediately switches to his intended primary target. He strafes the fucking security guard's desk area from the outside through the glass, which is 100% what he intended. It's iterated in his plan. That's where he is. He scouted him. He's typically sitting there. I'm going to put a series of rounds there to attempt to either drop him, disengage him, or otherwise distract him. He fucking, like, literally, like, he's got his diagram of how he's going to flow through the store. He flows through the store in the same manner of his plan. This is not crazy. This is somebody who has a very, very fucking clear. Yeah, you can get the fuck out of here with that. You fuck off. Fuck off. You're not, homie. Take that neoliberal Democrat bullshit and kick it to the curb. Or European. If you're European, I get it. You don't understand what it's like to live in America, but homie, just sit down and learn something, I guess. But so at the end of the day, this is a plan of action, a plan of attack that held up 75% of the way. And all anybody focuses on are the memes about black people and the memes about Jews. People have written it off. Either they focus on the Tucker Carlson rewrite quote, they will focus on the memes, or they write it off entirely as like crazy. That is not what this was. This was a white nationalist attack with purpose behind it. And it is a call to arms. It is very much a call to arms. And the circles in which this document needs to circulate, it needs to spread, it is. Yeah, normies don't have access to this document because normies don't apparently know how to find anything on the internet. I can't help that. But the people who this needs to be around, it's around. The white nationalists, the edgelords, the 4chaners, the poll people, the fucking 12kun and 8chan and all that shit, dude, they've got they 100% have this document in their grasp. And Zippy, you should not see the video. Zippy, you're too sensitive. Yeah, Zippy, no. It's not particularly gory, but it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, you'd be balling, Zippy. It'd be rough. Yeah, except none of that matters, Amorous. None of that matters. It's the action plan that matters. See, we have critiques about, they're not ideologically consistent, or the philosophical underpinnings of their ideology is flawed, or the execution of their ideology will lead to malformed results, and it won't actually achieve what they want it to achieve. None of that matters. What's up? What's up, Kebab? None of that actually matters. What matters is the stuff that teaches people how to shoot up a fucking store full of people. Right? Like, hey, Nazism isn't going to get you where you want to go. Who would have fucking known that? You know, it's a flawed ideology. All of that is moot. What matters is the fact that this is an actionable plan. This is a demonstration of a speed run of the pipeline. The pipeline took him from fucking somewhat normie to shooting up a fucking supermarket with targeted accuracy in 2 years. In 2 years, 4chan created a white nationalist eco-fascist soldier. Not just, hence the refinement, Amorous. He sped run the Breivik fucking run even. It's getting faster. It's getting more refined. That shows purpose. That shows intent. That shows quality. That shows that it's working. This isn't just crazy. This isn't just, this is, yeah, the Nazis were fucking crazy, but you know what? They were dangerous too. And what they were doing was working. For a time. Under certain people. Oh, Beast? Beast. Oh, no. Beast. I 100% can give you the number. I can give you the number. It took less than 5 months. He started planning January of this year. The idea, the switch flipped in January of this year. It took less than 5 months. The groundwork was done in that sort of thing. The groundwork was done in sort of like, 17 months, something like that. Yeah. It took less than 5 months, basically. What's up, Gemma? This was 100% an insurgent attack on domestic soil by somebody who, by the way, it was January of this year he decided to. It took less than 5 months. And y'all motherfuckers. Y'all agree with him in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's like calling Hitler and Nazis monsters instead of understanding how normal civvies could see failing people and go about their days. Like, yeah. There's a lot of points that Gen Z will agree with. A lot of points. There's a lot of stuff in that manifesto that's going to resonate with a lot of people. People are not taking this seriously. People are not realizing this isn't just fuck. There is a lot of stuff. He is staunchly anti-capitalist. He is staunchly environmentalist. He is staunchly anti-oligarchical, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff in that manifesto that's going to resonate with people who aren't just neo-Nazis. Yes, Gemma. Slack, you're... How do you miss a point that big? How do you miss a point that big? That's like a 747's worth of a point. You just whooshed you. Holy shit, man. It's not that being an environmentalist is a bad thing, numbnuts. It's that the neo-Nazi who was convinced to shoot up black people and has a stick up his ass about Jews and brown people and black people is also staunchly environmentalist, is staunchly anti-capitalist. Do you understand how radicalization occurs? Do you understand how ideas permeate and how viral ideas transmit? Do you understand that this appeal could be an entryway, a foot in the door for somebody who may not necessarily have those other opinions or agree with him on those other opinions, but here's something correct in his verbiage. Here's something accurate in his prose. Here's an analysis that they support. And thus, they then all of a sudden have something in common with. They don't completely condemn him. He may have actually had a point or two. That's dangerous. That's extraordinarily dangerous, especially in an increasing anti-capitalist, pro-environmentalist, fucking anti-anthropogenic climatological change, whatever you want to call it, in this environment where we are increasingly anti-oligarchical, we are increasingly anti-capitalist, we are increasingly environmentalist. Having somebody who's taking actions in this vein is going to be able to pull and radicalize people from other directions. That's extraordinarily dangerous. Oh, Blizza, it is 100% accelerationism. It's got right-wing accelerationism written all over it, Blizza. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So better to visit a, oh God. So better not visit a non-computer Illinois stream then? My wife. I sincerely have concerns. Given how people are treating this, I'm a little freaked out that people immediately, and I'm happy that people are starting to catch up. Like I said, we had this analysis done over the weekend in the community. Like, we had the document read, we had the streams watched. It was that simple. And we went through it piece by piece, line by line. Pulled up the fucking manufacturer sites, pulled up the coupon codes, verified everything, fucking matched his plan of attack, his diagramming with the store run through. Yeah, it was effective. It was effective. All the way down to his double taps of people. He had planned ahead of time. He planned to drop them with center mass, and then once they were on the ground, he double tapped them to the head to make sure they were done, which he followed through with on site. It's well recorded in the video. So yeah, no, I'm of the mind that this is going to have an effect. This shooter is going to have an effect. His manifesto is going to have an effect. It's going to accelerate things. It is. It is. While the fucking online left and the neoliberals and the fucking Democrats and the fucking all of these idiots want to feel one way or another about it, most of them don't have the stomach to do the research. So they'll believe whatever they're told to believe. Most people won't sit down and read the manifesto. Most people won't sit down and watch the stream. And then notice the fucking, oh shit, this actually lines up, right? Yeah. Yeah, he explicitly states, like, where, how, why, these sorts of things. There's some stupid shit in there, but it's fucking 4chan. Like, he's got explanations as to why things were chosen. He's even got discussion down to the sock level. Like, when he's talking gear, he's not just talking his rifle. He's talking gear. Like, what is blah, 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 right? Yeah. Like, he is very much, and his fucking greatest hits. Like, he's got a frequently asked questions section in it. Like, he did predictive questioning. And, yes, he admits to being a fascist. Yes, he admits to hating Jews. He calls them demons and they should be sent back to hell. There's a whole bunch of shit. Yeah. What you don't want to call him is a conservative. He is not a conservative. In no way, shape, or form. Per his own words, per his ideology, he's not a conservative. So you can't lump him in with conservatism. Yeah. Marcus, yeah, it's the same old argument that, like, most people would be Nazis given a change of time and place. The conservatives love him, but that's neither here nor there, Zippy. He is not a conservative. That's not who or what he is about. He actually, like, he talks about worker-owned means of production even. He's not leftist. But he is, like, he would be okay with the workers owning the means of production as long as those workers are white males. It's that simple. Like, it has to be, fucking, also, he's pro-LGB. Yeah. He's anti-T. I'm not kidding you. This is the distinction he makes. He talks about being pro-LGB minus the T. He considers transgenderism a mental illness. He considers lesbian, gay, bisexual an innate human quality. And as he puts it, as long as they're loyal to their own people, I have no problem with them. This is... You're starting to see how this manifesto isn't just the ramblings of a crazy person, how this has appeal across multiple spectrums. Like, this is, I have concern about this document. Progressive Nazism. Oh, great. Basically. Yeah. Sounds more like a British author. He actually considers, you want to know what he considers himself? Oh, and you Europeans are gonna, the Italian dude who's here is gonna fucking shit bricks. You know what this guy, hey Maddock, this guy considers himself? A partisan. He considers himself a partisan. He mentions it several times. He considers himself a partisan. No, it doesn't, Amaris, because he literally states, as long as they're loyal to their own people. Yeah, for Toos, we're not talking about definitions of that. We're not talking about the meaning of the word. We're talking about the meaning of the word. So, yeah. Yeah, he considers himself, and like I said, he as long as they are loyal to their own people, he has no problem with lesbian, gay, or bisexual people. Which is a common thing I've seen in certain circles. Yeah. That's actually pretty common. So, and I mean, the fact that he intended to be taken alive. He was not intending to be a martyr. At no point did he intend to be a martyr. He very much wants to live this out in prison. He states unequivocally that if he fails, he will rot in prison. But if he's successful, he expects to be released. So he had every intent of being taken alive, which he did, by the way. He was white. I'm still working on his Discord transcripts. Those exist somewhere, apparently. Somewhere. So just don't fuck outside your race and he's cool with it, huh? Yeah, basically. That's very much what it is for him. Yeah. He's also hoping that gun rights get clamped down on. He very much is hoping that that this causes an attack on firearms. He did this for anybody. Like, who was the genius earlier that was saying about nobody should own guns? That's literally what he wants you to do. That's literally part of the plan, is for left-wing, neoliberal, Democrat, fucking centrist. He wants the reactionaries to come after the guns. It's literally what he's after. That's one of the intended outcomes of what he's doing, is trying to stir that pot, because that pot, that is a well that side can go to anytime, and it always has water. Fresh, artisanal, fucking straight from... A dude left after I scolded him. Yeah, well, fuck him. That's exactly what this dude wants. He knows, he knew exactly. It's a constant, it's a wellspring of votes and money and action for that team. Go after the guns, and you're literally playing directly into the shooter's hands. The scariest part is that everyone seems to be walking right into the traps he laid. Yeah, listen. I've yet to see anybody miss them. Most of society, most of the mainstream, most of the people, like, yeah, they're walking right into them. Yeah. A ban on guns would immediately radicalize a segment of the population that you had no hope of radicalizing. Exol, it's all definition dependent. Exol, it's all definitional dependent. He literally, like, I mean, he literally says, like, are you right wing? It depends on definitions. Are you left wing? It depends on definitions. He openly hands it over to a semantical argument right at the outset. But he has little problem with worker-owned means of production as long as it's white workers, white male workers, right? That's what he gives a shit about. He's not a fan of the capital class. He's not a fan of the oligarchical class. He's pro-environmental justice. This is, and also he's a ethno-nationalist, national socialist per his own iteration. Thank you, Caleb. Beast, he's basically what we would put in like tradcon territory as far as like women's roles, right? Yeah. You don't, Latte. You don't. Scary answer, right? It's not the answer you were looking for. You don't. You can't. This is what, this is why, Europeans don't understand. This is why Europeans don't understand. This is the stumbling block. You can't magically get rid of guns in America. You can't even legally do it. You can't get rid of guns in America. You can't. So what's the conversation? We have more guns than people. And we have more ways to get them than anywhere on Earth. We're the world's largest arms dealer. We culturally have firearms integrated into our society. They're a part of our culture. They're a part of our... You might as well tell Indians to stop using milk products. I'm not kidding you. Go to the subcontinent of India and tell them, hey, Burger Man, how would it go over if I tried to pass a law in India that said you're not allowed to use the milk of cows? How would that go over? It would be ignored, wouldn't it? People would just be like, yeah, we're not doing that. It's a part of your culture. You'd be fucked by all sides, all religions. Yeah. Everybody's coming for you. Everybody's coming for you if you try and outlaw guns in America. Everybody. You'd be surprised how many fucking air elements are gonna fucking pour out of our society and come at you. You're not getting rid of them. Yeah, Beast. We rewrote the history of the West to pretend it was a constant shootout. We love our guns. Where does he self-describe as an authoritarian left? At no point... Yeah, he's got an entire section denigrating leftism and saying how leftism inevitably ends up in, what's the quote? A degenerate, hateful society. Leftism only brings down our society. It results in a degenerate, hateful society. Hey, public. No, Che, we're talking the Buffalo shooter. He's also against democracy as well as degeneracy, Zippy. Sometimes I look at Twitch poll and I have to wonder if he might not be right about that. Gemma. That's what I was trying to get across when I said there's a bunch of stuff in his manifesto that you may be uncomfortable with because you may agree with it. There's a lot of stuff in this document that a fair amount of you would probably take a look at and go, well, he's not wrong about that. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's all the Jewish stuff. Somebody give me a page on this political compass test. There's the crypto section. Yeah, he's a crypto bro, by the way. Anti-fiat, pro like gold standard. Yeah. That's all the gear. There's the diatribes. Yeah, no, there's no fucking... that entire fucking area, I have questions about. The 12 deep into communist ideology, I got questions about. Oh, Peaches, that's just part of the stream. Yeah. He sweeps a white guy in a red shirt and apologizes. The guy yells no or something like, no. And he actually, he pulls and he's like, oh, sorry. Yeah, he apologizes to him. No, I'm not providing any content. If you can't find the content on your own, then you probably shouldn't view the content. At the top of the fucking stream. That's if you are if you are incapable of finding this manifesto and finding these streams and finding all of this, then you probably shouldn't view it because it isn't complicated to find it. Yeah, I'm not going to be your source for it. It's literally current thing still. It takes no time to find it if you know what you're doing. If you don't, well, you shouldn't do it in the first place. That's all I have to say. In the end, he does a poem. The conclusion is a poem. You can tell it's prose. So, yeah. The last guy read the last guy. The next guy will read this guy. They're stacking information sets. This is becoming cumulative. And that entire action section is cause for concern. It shows a clear ability to identify a problem set, break it down into its constituent components, analyze each necessary problem, develop a solution for it, and then reassemble the set into an actionable sequence. So that's something that a lot of these guys don't do. And this guy did. And it worked, by the way. You can watch the stream and compare and go through his notes side by side. It worked. Thank you, Caleb. Ooh, that's actually kind of big. That's larger than I was expecting. The CCP is a half-ass organization that's killed. I'm an anarchist. I'm not a fan of the CCP. Nor was I a fan of the USSR. I don't like authoritarians. The CCP is a bunch of racist, ethnocentric fucks. They can take their capitalist shithole ethnocentrism and fuck off with it. There you go. There's my opinion on the CCP. Oh, so you're a runaway libertarian. No, I'm an actual anarchist, not a North American libertarian, which is a perversion of the term libertarian, which should be identified as right libertarianism if you want to make an actual distinction. But hey, I have 12 hours of content on YouTube iterating out these distinctions for people such as yourself who have little to no education in these matters. But that's okay. If you need the playlist link, I'm sure somebody in chat can provide it for you. Duran was okay. They were good. I'll take that. What did Shay say? Oh. Sucks to live in CCP territory and not be Han. Dude, Gemma. Racist as fucks. Racist as fucks. Racist as fuck, yeah. Dude, the Han Chinese are fucking miserable to be around. Like being around a bunch of wasps. And for those of you who don't know what WASP means, it means white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. CCP stands for cubic centimeter peen, and it's a unit to measure tiny dicks and make it sound better. Am I in favor of civic malfeasance? You know, malfeasance is misconduct done by a public official, right? When a cop plants evidence, that's malfeasance. When a politician takes bribes, that's malfeasance. When a judge alters a verdict for their own personal gain, that's malfeasance. Malfeasance doesn't mean misconduct. Or like that. Are you looking for disobedience? Civil disobedience? Because civic malfeasance actually, I do think the NFA should be repealed. I think the NFA should be done away with entirely, Black Eyes. I mean, there's another version of malfeasance that includes the like definitional set of evil doing or something like that, like evil deeds. But primary definition for malfeasance is fucking wrongdoing by public officials. So, should we have police? Probably not. At least, definitely not in the iteration we currently have. No. What you and Beast were talking about. Okay. Thank you, Che. Somebody asked earlier. It's grapefruit juice and pomegranate juice. That's it. No, private police is not a hi, anarchist. Private property isn't a thing in my worldview. Welcome to Proudhonian philosophy. Property is theft. So, no, I'm not a libertarian. I'm an anarchist. See, you need a political science education first before you have conversations with the likes of me. Now, we could provide that by shooting you over to the YouTube channel or the Discord server and have lots of fucking conversations with our community, but that's neither here nor there. We don't have that kind of time. The long and short of it is that private property is not a thing anarchists believe in. We believe in personal property, and there's a legal distinction and a philosophical and a political science distinction to be made there. And if you want to go back, you read Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, Prudhon. And then you could find out our opinions on property, probably moving on from there. No, we don't believe that only rich people should be the ones with private police. In fact, the fact of the matter is that if you defaulted to that position, I doubt I could actually get across to you in a shared vernacular of the ideology that anarchists would implement. You use retributive justice, whereas we would use restorative justice. So you're all about the retribution. You're about the punishment. You're about that sort of thing. Not about stopping the crime, by the way. Unholy, thanks for the follow. Oh, Grifter, thanks for the follow. Never do the police actually stop crime, by the way. That's not what they do. They're there to respond and document. This is a Supreme Court decision, by the way. They don't protect and serve. That's not what they do. That's literally a Supreme Court decision. There's actually two of them. I think Marcus is here. He might be able to even cite them. Yeah. At the end of the day, the version of justice that we would implement, the version of policing that we would implement, looks much closer to either the STAR program in Colorado, Cahoots in Oregon, and I forget what Minneapolis is rolling out these days as well. So there you go. Roe v. Wade opinion. It's a matter of personal property. Do you own your body or not? If you own your body, then the state can't tell you what to do with it. Simple as that. No, I don't consider it a life. If you want to have a more nuanced discussion, then we have to invite science into the room. And science says the average the average time frame in which a fetus is viable outside of the womb is 24 weeks forward. So at 24 weeks, you can start having your abortion conversation. But at 23 weeks and forward, that conversation belongs to the personal property issue. That's not a viable human being. That's not a person in any sense of the word. So, sorry. Yes, I'm 100% okay with it. Yeah, viability is the deciding factor. It is. If you want the biblical factor, it's not a human being until they breathe under their own power. Until the divine breath of God is able to enter the lungs of the baby under its own power, only then is it a human being. So we could go biblical on this one, and until that child is born and takes its first breath, it's up for abortion. So which one you want? You want the biblical one or you want the scientific one? Your choice. I'm willing to give you the scientific one. Everything before 24 weeks, fair game for abortion. 24 weeks and after, you can have your abortion conversation. It's that simple. Or we could just default to the Bible. The Bible says... you got the cart before the horse there, killer. Uprise. That is already a person. That has already become a human being. We would have to revoke your personhood status, not grant you one in the first place. It's the difference between giving a permit and revoking a permit. There's a legal distinction between those two actions. And you're attempting to conflate the two purposefully, I would imagine, in a bad faith argument. So, it's almost like discussing viability for a fetus is different for discussing viability for an already existing personhood. It's almost like they're two different things. Oh my God, a nuanced discussion done in good faith rather than bad faith bullshit. Anyway, babies are delicious with sriracha. The Bible tells us how to do an abortion. If your broad cheats on you with another dude, you can kick that fetus to the curb. Bible says it's fine. The ordeal of the bitter water. If your woman steps out on you and there's a child in question, you can abort that kid. Falcon punch. Yeah, that's the... Hell is hot, don't be a thought. Hell is where all the cool people are going. You don't want to be in heaven. Heaven's a shithole. All the boring motherfuckers are going to be in heaven. I'd rather have an interesting time in hell. It's because it's not a baby. And people who fucking try to do that shit, like babies don't exist until they're born. No, babies aren't babies until they reach the gestational cycle that actually is qualified as babies. Baby has a definitional set attached to it, so does fetus. Fetus is a stage within the gestational developmental cycle, as is baby technically, but there's a colloquial version of baby that you probably use. Take me to hell with all the slutty women. I imagine everyone in heaven is really pedantic and boring like Jordan Peterson. Yeah. People who did the good Christian thing their whole lives, which is always bullshit. Given the rank hypocrisy that's contained within the Bible, yeah, the Christian God is a hypocritical piece of shit too. So, like, you're just gonna be surrounded by the worst kind of people to hang out with. It's gonna be miserable. It's gonna be miserable. Dude, hell orgies would be amazing. Abortion is murder! No, it's not. And that's a childlike view of the world. Grow the fuck up. What about the Tao? Is that BS? I have a soft spot for the Taoists, Grifter. I actually, like, that's well known on this channel that, like, I have a soft spot for the Taoists. I always have, probably always will. They get up to crazy shit too. They get up to abusing their ideology and their philosophies just like any other human beings do. But as far as like the underpinnings of the ideology and like, you know, not only is there a God, I know his name, right? At least as far as the Tao goes, it's way more sane. Like some of what the Taoist immortals and shit like that got up to, like trying to create a elixir of immortality and drinking mercury and shit. Yeah, they were fucked in the head. But as far as the underpinnings of the, you know, the Tao Te Ching go, it's a lot more sane than any of the Abrahamic shit. Any of the Abrahamic shit. Dude, the Abrahamic shit's insane. It's insane. Not only do I know the nature of existence itself, I know there is a creator, and I know his name. That's batshit. That's delusional. That's delusional thinking. At least the Taoists are just like, look, the Tao is unknowable. You can't truly know the nature of the Tao. Anything you can truly know the nature of, this is not the Tao. The Tao is the way, the weft, the warp, the whoop, the flow of the river, the nature itself, the nature of experience itself. Yeah. I have a soft spot for Taoists. I really do. Yes. The Tao that can be Taoed is not the true Tao. Ever read any of Raymond's Smullyan's stuff on Taoism, Kai? Very fun read. No, I haven't, Gemma. If you've got anything, shoot me a DM. If you've got like recommendations or something, Gemma, you've got my DMs. Shoot me something. Cool. Thank you, Gemma. Spirit science is where it's at. Fuck yeah. But Sonia, they're 100% more like parasites than they are anything else. It's very much a parasitic relationship. Yeah. It's the beginning of life. Life started fucking millions of years ago, and it's a continual process. We are one aspect and element of the thing we call life. So, yeah. Ooh, good goody. Thank you, Gemma. Oh, of course not red. They're always hypocrites. They're always hypocrites. Fucking abortion. Abortion is terrible and murder, but the death penalty and lack of access to health care and fucking early childhood like life resources and food programs in school and military industrial complex and policing, they're always fine with all that shit. Yeah, they're always hypocrites writ large. Guy's a Western logician that lives Taoist philosophy. Interesting. Life is a beautiful thing, man. You seem kind of doomer on it. No, I'm not doomer on life. I just think that people are attempting to undermine other people's autonomy with the argument that somehow something is magical. And it's this magical thinking that allows people to be deluded into a position that would actually allow them to undermine and remove another fully breathing, living, has a life, dreams and ambitions of their own, a full developed human being. Look them full in the face and say, you aren't a full human being. You are a broodmare for the state, and you will do as I say. You have no autonomy, bodily autonomy of your own. I am authoritarian. Yeah, that's a little obnoxious. And seeing as it always gets done to women and never to men, it's never the man's dick. It's never the man's balls. It's never the man's sperm. It's always the women's body that needs controlled. It's always the women who have the problem. It's always the women who are the harlots, the hussies, the whores. It's always the women who are subjected to the religious ritual. It's always the women who are... It's funny how that works out. Someone stop the Catholics from doing exorcisms. That demon inside you deserves a chance. Life begins at possession. I've only ever met one Republican in favor of postnatal care for the aborted babies, and even then he said he'd have to think about it. Yeah, no, they're all hypocrites. Yeah, Goddard. Yeah, we did. Just a decent degree. Grifter. I have a lot of thoughts on it, actually. More than I probably should. Something, personal responsibility. Am I right? But that's a personal opinion, Hearts. That's your personal opinion. You don't get to use your personal opinion for undermining the autonomy of another human being. Your views on the matter that life is special and that we're lucky to be here is not justification enough to remove somebody's bodily autonomy. Grifster, I'm in the same camp. Like, holy shit, is she lying? Well, but that's the point, Hearts. That's the whole point. That's the beginning, middle, and end of the conversation. We are talking about removing somebody's bodily autonomy. There needs to be a very high standard for that. Like, extraordinarily high standard. And how somebody feels about something isn't good enough. Or how a magical book... What a magical book, which, by the way, you don't want to use the magical book. The magical book gives us permission to commit an abortion all the way up until the baby being born. You don't want to use the magical book for this justification, but that's what people are using unfounded ethical frameworks that are so inconsistent and so poorly developed that at the end of the day, all anybody ever has is... Abortion is murder. It makes me feel bad, but that's a baby. Except it isn't a baby. It's not. For a good portion of that gestational cycle, it's not a baby. It's just not. So, hey, what's up, Squirrel? Squirrel! Kelly, why is that any other fucking... There's lots of reasons that somebody doesn't get a chance at life. There's plenty of reasons something doesn't get a chance at life. There's ungodly amounts of reasons that something doesn't get a chance at life. Why is the bodily autonomy of a mother any more or less significant than any of the other reasons? I know, right? Every time I see Progressive Squirrel's name, I'm like, Squirrel! Squirrel! Because it's a female? Yeah, basically, Zippy. That's the secret behind a lot of this, is it's just misogyny. Athlete's foot has a right to life. At the end of the day, most of the arguments come down to a misogynistic argument. At the end of the day, most of it is, I'm comfortable doing it because it's another person and it's a woman. If this were you, it's another matter. Abortion is icky, equals gender transition is icky, equals non-whites are icky, equals homosexuality is icky. It's the same logic behind all of them. Fear, ignorance, negative positions, not affirmative ones. Yeah. I have no... At the end of the day, the cell, a single cellular organism, single cell, is considered a structural and functional unit of life. Structural and functional unit of life. A single-celled organism is that. A single cell from your body is considered by science a structural and functional unit of life. Life is everywhere. Life is a lot of things. That tumor cell is life. A fucking genital wart is life. But if it's going to bother you for the rest of your life, burn it off. Who gives a fuck? It's a methodology for controlling and holding down women, poor people, and people of color. At the end of the day, most of the arguments against abortion are misogynistic, racist, or classist. Or some combination therein. But at the end of the day, most of it is that. You stop brushing your teeth. Those bacteria are alive. They did. They did say, they did talk about the domestic source of babies. It fucking, yeah. It is about a supply and demand thing. So, yeah. I find the anti-abortion argument wholly disgusting. That's murder for dental care. Dead people aren't required, Zippy said, dead people aren't required to donate their eyeballs. The state doesn't send the police in to pop those fuckers out. Dan Crenshaw needs an eye, but no, the state won't give him one. They won't force a dead person to give them theirs. But I, by accident of birth, am a female and so must donate my use of my uterus to some random person who doesn't even have a social security number yet. Yeah. Very well put, Zippy. Very well put. They are forcing you to be a broodmare for the state. That's my favorite turn of phrase for it. They're forcing you to be a broodmare for the state. So that is what it is. Kavas, I adore you. I adore you. Oh, look at somebody trying to roll out the Sanger argument. Oh, you're adorable. Sanger was a eugenicist. The founder, Margaret Sanger, was the founder of Planned Parenthood, and she was a eugenicist. Here's what nobody, none of the people who try and roll out the Sanger argument understand the argument because they've never actually read her papers. Yeah, she was a eugenicist of the British type. And she literally expressed a sentiment about how, in her correspondence, about how sad and angry she was about the aggressive and lethal eugenics programs, the likes of which the Nazis would run and that sort of thing. She believed in self-determining motherhood. And that was the foundation for racial betterment. That's what Sanger believed. She believed the foundation for racial betterment was self-determined motherhood. She believed in a form of eugenics that was self-selected. And she had quotes about how, the poor woman is taught to have her seventh child, and what she wants to know is to avoid bringing into the poor woman is taught to have her seventh child when what she wants to know is how to avoid bringing her eighth into the world. Right? Like that's Sanger. Yeah. Yeah, she cited overtly racist works sometimes. She divided the society into, educated and informed classes instead of otherwise. There was what she considered the intentional, intelligent and responsible versus the irresponsible and reckless. And oftentimes this, she had serious overlap with eugenicists. And is Planned Parenthood of today a eugenics program? That's the question. Because the only reason you bring up Margaret Sanger Hearts is a bad faith attempt to undermine Planned Parenthood. You're trying to backdoor an argument. So I saw this argument coming miles off. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to answer your question. You answer the question. Is Planned Parenthood a race-based eugenics program? Didn't we ban you already? Could have sworn we got rid of you last time or something. Where is my cursor? There we go. Not you, Hearts. I'm still waiting on you to answer. Hearts, is Planned Parenthood a racist eugenics program? Given that they provide 4.4 million STD tests a year, they gave 2 million clients last year reversible birth control. They provide untold amounts of LGBTQ service. They provide breast exams, pap smears, sexual education to the tune of millions, men's health services, pregnancy testing and services. They provided over 1 million pregnancy tests and over 10,000 prenatal services last year. They provide general health care. Did you know that they have more than during 2018 to 2019, they provided 34,000 family practice services, including diagnosis, treatment, colonoscopies. Did you know that Planned Parenthood does colonoscopies? Probably not, because you've never bothered learning about Planned Parenthood. The unborn, murder of the unborn. Frankly, I don't care if they are babies. Fuck them. Kill them. There, E. Kelly. Free pelvic exams. Yeah. I don't care if you characterize that 2 month old fucking cluster of cells or the 3-week-old cluster of cells as babies. Yeetus the fetus. Exactly. Fuck them. I don't care. I don't care in the least. Not one bit. You're literally arguing against somebody who will never care. Unborn equals definitionally not born equals definitionally not alive equals cannot be killed. A colonoscopy, that's the thing that goes up the butt, right? So that's sodomy. Fuck them kids. Exactly. Fuck them. Without Planned Parenthood, though, how will we make the adrenochrome? Omelets are the unborn. A grifter, you'll probably be fine around here then. So you're okay with killing a living cell? Yeah. Yeah, I am. No, I'm Saber. I'm an anarchist. Post-left, post-anarchist by technical definition, but I'm an anarchist. So tankies can go fuck themselves. Bernie's cool, but I mean, he's, you know, he's mild. I want 60s Bernie back. But yeah. So there you go, Saber. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a fucked up take. Bagheera, cancer is a living cell. Yeah, there we go. Kaviva, cancer is a living cell and we bombard it with chemicals. Cancer's a living cell. A genital wart's a living cell. What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of fucking weird idiot context do you have? Bacteria are living cells. You brush them out of your teeth. Like, who gives a fuck about living cells? Save our Sagwa, save our genital warts. Do you use those 99% germ killing sprays to clean? Exactly. Fucking Jesus, people. Jesus, people are fucking stupid. Oh, if you do the meat thing with that idiot, they're not going to count humans separately from the rest of animals. Watch. Humans are special. Even an athlete's foot has more of our genetic matter than a 6-week zygote. When you're more extreme at protecting life than Buddhists, you lost the plot. Hey, be over. What do these fertilized eggs or people two folks plan to do with the million IVF fertilized eggs in freezers? Nothing. Nothing. They're going to throw them out and not think twice about it. Be over. Solid point, by the way. Oh, that's where we already started the conversation, Saber. We're fucking miles past that. No offense. But we're miles past that. The conversation started at bodily autonomy. It's a personal property issue. That's where the conversation started. That was a half an hour ago. We're well past that point. That's our starting position on this channel, is fuck off. You don't get to tell somebody else what to do with their body. But, you know how misogynistic, racist, classist, authoritarian dickheads are, Saber. You know how they get. You know how the authoritarians get, Saber. They love to tell you what you can and can't do with your body. Meanwhile, they're all about the hypocrisy. Graham, hey Graham. There's a saying I found on TikTok of all places. You come across a railroad track and found a baby on one side and a petri dish of 2 embryos on the other, and a train is coming. Who are you going to save, the baby or the 2 embryos? The trolley argument, but for abortion. Are you fucking retarded? What kind of question? Jesus Christ, some of these questions. Saber, American politics is kind of like the playground of bullies versus light bullies. Nah, it's just bullies. Saber, it's just bullies. It's just bullies. It's the white nationalist bullies versus the crypto racist bullies, right? Like it's the totally sold out to corporatocracy versus the totally sold out to corporatocracy but maintains they haven't. Right? Don't get me wrong. It's not. They're the same thing. Both sides are equal. Both sides aren't the same thing, but in many ways they are. What's up, Starla? And judging by that mate, you might be another Aussie. We've got a few of you in chat. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Squirrel, have a Pepsi. I know a person that was an undertaker. She said when the life is gone, it's just a husk of a body. You feel differently about it. We need to get over these things. Yeah, Oh, well, you know, I grew up in a medical household. Oh, God, we do not have time to switch those kind of gears. Anarchistic Republic of Kospaya lasted for 375 years, man. It's fucking... Here. Anarchy is impossible, and it's never been done anywhere. Here is only the white people anarchy. Okay? Here's history of the impossible, history of anarchy, demanding the impossible, history of anarchism. This is only the white people anarchy. Okay? Don't have time to catch up that kind of ignorance. Let's see. Yeah. Kospaya lasted for longer than the U.S. with... Oh, my God. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway. And yes, Hearts, I know you were just joking, and it was sarcasm, and it was just... I was joking, bro. Peace out. Many a true word said in jest. Yeah, right? That's what those online fucking debate bro morons grifters say all the time, right? They say some fucked up shit and then they go, oh, it's just joking. Fuck off. I hate that shit. It's obnoxious. Trying to hide behind fucking just, I was just joking, bro. Own your shit position and then fuck off. The Tucker clause. Yeah, basically. Just a prank, bro. Just a prank. Trying to be clever, like we've been around. It was in Duran Duran way back. So, yeah. Fuck off. I have. And as far as feminine, hold on. We're going to do it. Guys, we're doing it. Guys, we're doing it. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, wrong one entirely. I'm fucking scrolling the wrong fucking one entirely. Everyone, I want to show you my feminine side. Yes, I want to show you my feminine side, everyone. This is what I look like without a shirt on. Yeah, it's almost time, Gemma. It's almost time. So, which one of you idiots brought this up again? I'm guessing it was that Kelly moron who's probably going to fuck off and then he's probably going to come back with something nonsense. Let's see. Yes, it was E. Kelly 777. Hey, E. Kelly 777. I'm not, in fact. You're off by many pounds. Wow. You, So, E. Kelly, I will be looking for your photo now as well. With a signed time and date. A signed date and your username on it. What you look like, bro? You wanna go shot for shot? Come on. Let me see a pic of you flexing. Come on. No, homie. Homie, it's all about how feminine and how fucking masculine you are in anarchism. Come on, E. Kelly. If you don't show us a photo of your manly body that's going to survive in anarchism, then get lost. Come on, E. Kelly. Come on, E. Kelly. I'm sure you've got the best looking body. I bet E. Kelly's a total lad, bro. Yes, for sure, Sonia. Come on, E. Kelly. Show us what you're working with. Oh, come on, man. I'm sure you totally are rocking the fucking 8-pack with the fucking 20-inch fucking biceps. Come on, man. Can you stop making the righties gay again, says Viva. Come on, E. Kelly. You could do it, Pookie. You can do it. Oh, and if you're wondering if we're going to move past this, E. Kelly, we're not. We're not going to move past this. This is literally the show now. The show now is waiting for you to put up. We want to see that manly body of yours. And also we want to see a piece of paper that says your username, ekelly777 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, ekelly777 and today's date on it. Because otherwise we will never believe that's you in a picture. So come on, man. We're waiting. Like, we're literally waiting on you now. Come on, homie. Put up. Is it interesting how unhealthy the most loud right wingers like Alex Jones and Ethan Ralph? I don't know about being killed in a revolutionary conflict. I think Out of Order an Out of Order lift would do that quicker. Saber, it is interesting, isn't it? The people like E Kelly 777 here is like, you wouldn't survive in anarchy. It's like, bitch, I'm an athlete. Like I'm in shape. I'm in shape. It's that simple as that. Like, it really is just that simple. Meanwhile, these fuckers. So, E. Kelly 777, where are you? Where are you at, bro? Where you at, bro? Grifter, would I survive? I don't know. Would you? You tell me. I trust you. We're waiting on you, bro. E. Kelly, where'd you go, bro? Progressive squirrel. Not in shape, but had a great life. I respect it. After 2020 as an essential worker, I piled it on, getting back in shape. Good on you, Saber. Good on you. Any good leftist? You're not in squirrel shape. Aw, the pivot method didn't work, so they went dead silent. Yes. Yeah. It's funny how that works. Oh, he thinks we're somehow we have a deficit of porn wank material. Yeah, be over somebody E Kelly 777 in chat basically said because I'm feminine, I wouldn't survive in anarchy. And so I throw a photo of me fucking ripped on the screen. And we're now challenging him to show his side of it. And now he thinks because a chat full of femboys will save his picture to what, jack off to? Homie, you're ugly and I know it. You're ugly. E. Kelly 777. I know what you look like. I know what you look like. You look like every other right-wing, pro-life, fucking inbred mutt like a motherfucker. You look... hold on, everybody. I'm getting a transmission now. I'm getting a transmission now, everyone. Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. The superior race. A fine specimen indeed. Yeah, Saber, it's both, right? It's both. It's being able to think your way out of a problem as well as having enough stamina. You have your cardio, right? Cardio. Cardio day counts. It's about having your fucking some muscle mass. It's about having cardio in shape. And it's being able to think on your feet. Right? It's that simple. And when I say it's that simple, it's really fucking complicated, right? When your family tree is a wreath. That is a product of Alabama right there. Math to raise. Yeah. Good, Kvass. Good. No offense, Kvass, but that's exactly why I keep you around. Thank you, Che. Put it in memes, Che. Put it in memes. Thank you, Che. Zippy. Fair enough. I get that. I'm probably going to party my way out if there's a zombie apocalypse anyway, Zippy. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah. I love fat, lazy, fucking ugly keyboard warriors. Fucking sitting behind a screen of anonymity, talking mad shit. Meanwhile, I'm over here busting my ass 5-6 days a fucking week to stay cut and to stay in shape and to stay fucking ready. Meanwhile, we got these fat, lazy pieces of shit. I'm sorry for any of you who are overweight, but this is just where I'm fucking going with it. You know E. Kelly is like 220, 280, something like that. Fucking eats macas every day of the week. Sort of said, my nuggies, shit like that, right? I'm sorry. I have no fucking, absolutely. Alex, I bet 340. Fucking. Oh, we got one Gemma. Hold on, Gemma's got using her imagination. Jesus Christ, Gemma used her imagination for E. Kelly. E. Kelly. Do you think Grindr will still work if there's a zombie apocalypse? If so, will the zombies using Grindr for delicacy? The zombies won't be able to use Grindr, but I bet Grindr will still be up, including you, E. Kelly. Including you. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back. Hey, good on you, Alex. But you need to fucking develop the muscles, not just do the cut, because I know you're cutting. But keep the eating up. You're doing good. You're doing good. Live long and Grindr. At least KFC will last until 2050. It will. It will. Of course, Grindr has no problem keeping it up, unlike E. Kelly 777. I love the R. Kelly. Fucking E. Kelly. I didn't even put that together. This motherfucker's just a respelling of R. Kelly, some fucking kitty fucking shit. Hey, E. Kelly, you like to piss on kids? Is that the whole point of your name? E. Kelly? So just a one typo off from R. Kelly? Good. Good, Alex. That's what you got to do. You got to force that food. I just started up weights again. Was okay, but after 2. Oh, that's DOMS. Grifter. That's just delayed onset muscle soreness. That's DOMS. No big deal. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Gemma, you got that fucking thick bitch shit going on. My best friend in high school, I still consider her a sister. TJ, she was that. She was never a fucking small girl. But holy shit, could she put up. Yeah. Did R. Kelly piss on some kids? Yeah, Distherin, yeah. Oh, yeah. He likes him young, too. I'm wondering how many Jim Baker buckets will survive the apocalypse. There's fucking let me get somebody a photo of him. Hold on. Jim Baker buckets. Apocalyptic food buckets, everyone. It's food storage. It's kind of the same shit that like Alex Jones was hucking for a while. That's why he wants to be against abortion. He wants more around for his sex shit. Yeah, R. Kelly was first ever canceled for whizzing. Yes, yeah, his child bride proved that. Caboose, my name is Michael J. Caboose, and I eat babies. I made my own, Caboose. I made my own. Yeah. Genuine question. I don't exercise nearly as much as I used to due to chronic pain. I understand that. Any recommendations other than popping NSAIDs? Yeah, deal with the pain. There is a certain point. Like, you have to find the balance, Aka, of too much, too little, and you just have to work with it. No, I don't have a freeze dryer, Caboose. I do have a dehydrator. Also, I have a nitrogen packing system and double thickness Mylar and oxygen, like industrial oxygen absorbers, and vacuum packing. So add all that in together, like it creates a whole thing. The biggest online seller prepper stuff now on YouTube is Tim Pool. Jesus fucking Christ. God, we're fucked. Mindfulness meditation has been proven to help people with deal with pain. There you go. My friends and family thought I was weird, gay, when I went to shops that sold the things I needed to build my body. Today it's so norm. Interesting. What's the shelf life of rice? Depends how you pack it, for twos. Depends how you pack it. Jesus Christ, knowing your standards probably be the healthiest apocalypse bucket ever. Yeah, it probably was. Caboose. It may actually be one of the yeah. It may really be. When I had a couple of friends go through some like 2008 credit crisis downturn shit, I offloaded probably half my buckets to friends. Yeah. Yeah, I would hand off buckets that would just keep them going, keep them alive. Yeah. I mean, that's fair, Zippy. That's fair. Yeah, I don't consider you an inconvenience. I just don't care that you exist. Personally, I wish you didn't. That way, we wouldn't have to worry about fucking women's bodily autonomy being taken from them by misogynistic, classist, racist pieces of shit such as yourself. So fuck off. Yeah, like, I don't give two shits about you. Oh, it was Aka that was asking. Yeah, Aka, Aka, what's your chronic pain? What are you dealing with? Yeah, I mean, for twos, yeah. As long as they're like cool, dark, and keep oxygen flow to a minimum. Crimson, don't worry, Kai. I'm sure a chick will deck him eventually. Already has, probably. Oh. Chick needs to come back. I like Chick. I never like all my like female friends were always just chicks. We were all dudes and we were all chicks. And it was like sometimes we were chicks, sometimes they were dudes. I like the colloquialisms. I know they don't fit in the new gender spectrum, but I like these words. They're fun. I don't mean anything by them. Dude plus chicks equals dicks? I mean, kinda. Chicky. I had an old nurse call me that. Libra, I am dude. Man, like, I like these words. Back is messed up, got some compression, some shooting pains for the legs. In the last few years, my arms started randomly going, oh, that's going to be rough. Dude, that's going to be rough to deal with. That's going to be rough to deal with. What's the bike? The bike that you sit down in. And like the recline bike or whatever the fuck, what is that? Not the stationary bike, not elliptical, the fucking recumbent. Thank you. Beover got there first, Gemma got there second. Recumbent. And Marcus following up with number 3. Recumbent. Yeah, a recumbent bike might actually be best. Recalcitrant. Saber, I essentially did that with the buckets. I have a nitrogen injection system that I built. And so, like, yeah, I just went down to the gas supply company and I went down to a air gas and plumbing company, and I mocked some stuff up, told them what I was after. We got some shit together, and yeah, I just have a nitrogen tank that I can just flush a bucket with. So, yeah, like that's essentially, but I just do it on a micro rather than a macro at the room, because flushing an entire room is a bit much. I don't have a freeze dryer, Voss. If I had a freeze dryer, I could. Saber, it makes sense with a single big item like a car. It doesn't make sense with a room, a storage room that you're going to have to take items out of on a regular basis. Nitrogen is an inert gas distrin. The staling process that you're used to is reliant upon oxygen. It's reliant upon a series of things: light, heat, oxygen. These are the things that make your food go bad, in addition to microbes. But these are the environments that make those possible. So if you can eliminate the heat, the light, and the oxygen, your food will last much, much, much longer. I mean, Grifter, go for it if you're capable of doing it. Sonia, it depends. Pre-made shit food that you like add water to, and then that's what you have is shit food. Oxygen, it's the worst. Flammable and ruining food. We should eliminate it from the air. Oof, Jesus, we over. Food goes bad by rusting or rusting via microbes. Gotcha. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not right, but you're not wrong. Yes, it's oxidation, which rusting is. Yeah, it's not entirely inaccurate. Oh, he's already gone, non-binary. He fucking left, hopefully. What's up, Magus Informaticus? Sorry. Oh, well then Grifter, that's on her. Yeah, that's if she has 15 HP and you have 4.5 HP and she has a better mower, that's on her. Don't even worry about it, my man. Yeah, Distrin. People should have. People should do the prep thing. Once upon a time, before preppers exist, it was just what your grandparents did. You jar and can and dry and preserve food for winter and the lean times. Right? Like, that used to be just what humanity did. Pickle them beans. Exactly. Like, fucking what? Before freezers, yeah. Yeah, World War II. Fucking Gemma. I think, dude, that's just humanity. Just that all of our history taught us to preserve. Oh, I'm already a prepper then. Yes! Grandmothers were already preppers. Shortages did suck. My grandma was Republican. She'd rather have canned food go bad rather than give them out. Jesus Christ. Both non-binary. My nan grew up during rationing in the UK. Now she keeps like 6 months of food in the house. Yes. Yeah. Oh, can't imagine why. At what point in the future do we stop relating to World War II? I think Gen Z will do it. I think Gen Z will be the final generation to have any World War II references. I think Generation Alpha, they're not going to reference it very much. All the veterans will be dead. I think that's, yeah. Nice, be over. Nice. Anybody jars for sauce storage and shit? Yeah. That's always rough. That's always rough. All I'm saying is my pantry meant I didn't have to worry about the weird panic buying of Brexit and COVID. No, I was fine during the COVID push. I had the stuff. I had everything I needed. I had toilet paper. I used bidets anyway. Like, interesting, Gemma. I just wasn't expecting the toilet paper, says Public. No one ever expects the Spanish toilet paper. That is true. It's the poop potatoes, Saber. I did poop vegetables for quite some time. Only mine was aquaponics. Mine was fish poop, not my poop. Yeah. I hand built a full backyard aquaponics system in Las Vegas, Nevada, of all places, and ran it for, I don't know, 7 years, something like that. I don't run it anymore. Although I probably should. I don't. Let's see. My great grandma grew up with World War II shortages, so when her generation dies out, that'll probably stop getting referenced. Yeah. I mean, I would, non-binary. I would. Did I say aqua or hydroponics? I should have said hydro. I mean, I should have said aqua. It's aquaponics. Yeah, anyway. Should is the exact opposite of would. I don't even know what you're referencing at that point. Okay, I said aqua. Good. And I'm like, wait, I'm seeing corrections in chat. I'm like, wait a second. Our country went into strict lockdown the day I needed to buy toilet paper. Get a bidet, Sonia. Get a bidet. Grifter, it's pretty common for my channel, because I run engagement, right? Like I actually work off of my chat. So like, it's pretty common for chat to be engaged. I keep a pretty good engagement with my chat. Only when I'm doing readings do they quiet down any. Yeah, and non-binary, you know, 1 is none, 2 is 1. There you go. Oh, interesting, Kavas. Duly noted. And the UK, thanks to Brexit, Brexit still makes me laugh. Thanks to Brexit, we're getting shortages and the government's still not getting the border trade sorted. And staff shortages are really hitting UK firms now. Oh, Brexit. Yes. Yeah, you're all manifestations of my own mind anyway. You are on the fringe of what Twitch wants. Oh, I've been kicked to the curb already. I already caught one indefinite suspension, Grifter, for talking about how the Florida Don't Say Gay bill is going to it is well, what I said was, when talking about it, I simply pointed out that the conservative evangelical right in this country wants to cause gay and trans kids to kill themselves. As they want to do us harm. They want us to do ourselves harm. They want us to do harm. And Twitch mod staff deemed that an indefinite suspension. So I've already ran afoul of them. So yes, yes, Joe. We already talked about the manifesto. Yeah. Yeah, I think the line was something like, "They want us to die," says Beast. Yeah. And my first fucking stream back was calling Twitch out on that. First stream title back was something along the lines of Twitch mods are anti-LGBTQ something. Yeah. So, yeah, I lit them up first time back. So yes, I'm quite aware that I'm an outlier of what they want. Thank you, Libra. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Hey, Europeans. There's lots of Europeans in here. Oh, this is going to be great. This could be great. Oh, Europeans. Oh, you guys are going to... Are y'all ready? I think it was like Twitch wants queer kids to die or something like that. Yeah, fuck it. Welcome to a bill from a U.S. doctor. My little sister has really been struggling with a health condition lately and finally got to see a doctor. They charged her $40 for crying. The brief emotional or behavioral assessment / assistance cost $40. Yes, for crying in a doctor's office, $40. Welcome to the American healthcare system. Did you know we charge our mothers to hold their child after birth? That's a real thing. In the U.S. hospitals, we charge mothers for skin-to-skin contact. So if a mother holds their child after their birth in a U.S. hospital, they get a bill for that. Yeah, you cry in a doctor's office, you get a bill for that. Welcome to the U.S. Oh. You want to hold your baby? Nah, I'm broke. Just wrap it up and I'll take it home. Yeah, it is. It is absurdly fucked, Joe. It is absurdly fucked. Oh, I love this image. This image is great. Oh. You get a bill, and you get a bill, and hey, you get a bill. Hey, boss. Hope you're well, my man. You got charged $1,400 for a specimen cup of pee at Yale Hospital. No inspection, no infection. Jesus Christ. Dude, not my. I didn't fucking. For God's sakes, load.
Say you're high. What would we say you're high?
It was just really high.
Go on holiday in Cuba, and the first time I went in 2010, I had a doctor say give me medication for sunburn. I paid the equivalent of $49.50. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Later, Aka.
Did he have that too?
He had two of them.
He's at four. He's at four. I think it's weed.
They ate brownies from an unclaimed package. Okay. That's, I mean, hey, there's a package that's been going through the mail and no one's claimed it. Let's just open it and eat what's inside. They're lucky it was only weed. They're lucky it was only weed. That's fucked. You don't. Jesus Christ. I was in a late night falafel joint, peed blood, stopped by the ER and asked them for a culture. Ended up having some more appointments to see what it was. Kidney stones. That procedure is like $20K, but I have insurance now. Yeah. Oh, whatever, Grifter. Grifter, you did your fucking due diligence. Just write it off. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I need to save that for fucking next. Yeah, right. Like Caboose. Like, yeah, right? Like, it could have been anything. It could have been anything. That's insane. Jesus. I also enjoy opening unmarked packages from the mail and consuming their contents without knowing where they came from. I know, right? Yeah, Discern, by all means. Yeah, that's no worries, man. Undeliverable. Jesus Christ. In the movies, they taste random white powder, so it seems sensible. Oh, Jesus. He's at it again. He's at it again. Good night, Tippy. Yeah, in the movies, nothing goes wrong. Yeah, I already was going to make this a fucking pretty quick run tonight. The fuck am I looking at? Oh, fuck that. Yeah, it was tech support. It was Hazzy 2 holes. It was. He made my fucking list again. He fucking, apparently he doesn't know the definition of reactionary. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Regularly, that's a dumb thing for to do. Agreed. Yeah, dude, he's fucking. Yes, Amorous, 100%. Yeah, agreed. Another tanky lost in the weeds to their own dogma? Say, is it so? Hipster, Jesus Christ. Well, come on to Vegas. You can meet. Yeah, I just did that. I just did that. There. I unbanned you, but that's your warning. That's literally your warning. Fucking somebody came in and said Has is pretty based, so I fucking banned him. As soon as he came in. He walked in, the first thing he said was Has is pretty based, so I fucking banned him instantly. Just, you know, fuck him. I unbanned him. But it needed doing. Yeah. The ban's been revoked. Just had to check. Oh, congratulations, Lexi. Hey, there's our little pocket Has. What's up, Has? Yeah, Grifster, you typically do. TOS gets you banned.
Fucking open.
Grifter, constantly. I want to cover content that I can't because of TOS.
I'm the cover. Clown.
Oh, it's that's just grapefruit juice and pomegranate juice mixed, Gemma. About 50-50. No, it is not the T of T's, Gemma. No, it isn't. What are you making Caleb do, Alex? What are you working Caleb as? What's the? Yeah, what are you forcing Caleb into doing? Yeah. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this break from tradition, though, Alex. I mean, you, an Irishman, and Caleb, an Englishman. Realistically, he should be telling you what to do. This is a very uncomfortable break from tradition. You know, none of that makes it sound less dirty, right? Wasn't trying to. And stealing your potatoes. Huh. Weird. For some reason, I inhaled and like fog came out. That's weird. He exists, Gemma. Me? No, I'm not muted. Boop. Curse the rando fog. I know, right? Kai, I think you're haunted. Spectral cold pocket. Shit. Fucking ghosts. Swear to God. Okay, fucking ghosts, man. You never know. You never know. Yeah. Yeah, that was perfectly 100% legal. Am I bald under the hat? Why do people fucking give a shit about this? But no, I'm not fucking bald under the hat. Like I have what every other 40-year-old has as a hairline. And yeah, I'm 40 by the way. Fucking, I mean, with this much fucking hair coming out of the front, how could I be bald under the hat? What is with people in the aesthetics? It's weird. I've got hair all over here, hair fucking coming down from here. Fucking, is it impossible? Is it impossible for a dude to wear a hat and not have hair anymore? Dude, Starla, if you were here, it definitely would be. 100%. Like, comb over bangs, clearly. Yeah. Kavasa, Groiper is one of Nick Fuentes' people. I just, yeah, like, that's weird. If anything, baldness indicates high testosterone. No, it doesn't. It indicates a follicle sensitivity to dihydrotestosterone, which is DHT, which is a downstream aromatized product resulting from testosterone production. So yeah, that's after the E2 production, I think. DHT is part of the aromatization cycle, so it would be involved. It would be like byproduct somewhere around E2 being produced. Metabolite? Yeah, maybe. Either way, I'm 2 bowls in. The fact that I can even do a chemical chain like that, fuck it. Oh, this is a Groiper in the origin of the... Oh, that's what a Groiper is? So is it... No, I'm going to need more than that, Beast. Now you just... Now I have more questions. Is it... Because it's like a fucked up Pepe, but what's a... Is it that one in particular? Is it like... Is it a class of versions of Pepes, or this is the Groiper Pepe? Okay, so it is after aromatization. Okay. Then yes, DHT would be the aromatized byproduct. Yes. That one in particular, yes, that is a Groiper. Okay, so this that didn't open up on that browser window. This is a Groiper. Interesting. It's that version of Pepe. It's fatter and has that smug look. So that is specifically a Saber. Okay. So it's that version. Thank you. Saber. We were around for the beginning of Infrared. We were around for the beginning of Hevs. I've interacted with him. Like, we were there for it. He's been in my DMs before. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, trust me, we keep track. Just, we keep an eye on. He's not mentally well. He's not mentally well. And I'm not like, dude, I'm not, just for real. This is just for real. He's not mentally well. He's got a lot of unstable behavior patterns. And the community that is surrounding him sort of mirrors that to a large degree. Yeah. Yeah, we're well aware of it. We're well aware of it. First I noticed him when he was ranting at Kevin Logan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, we probably saw that one as well. Yeah, it's Nick Fuentes says he drew the first one. A clip went viral when he said it because people claimed to use the name Graper before him. Interesting. Beast, I put my money on mental awareness. Untreated paranoid schizophrenia, but I'm just an armchair asshole. Dude, there's manic episodes in there for sure. There's like delusions of grandeur. There's some like paranoia in there as well, but rapey is our biggest concern. A lack of understanding boundaries and especially when speaking to other like female streamers. When he speaks to female streamers, especially alone on a one-on-one call, it gets very weird. He starts speaking to them in manners, and he has been told not to by, the streamers themselves, and will you please not speak? He doesn't understand no. He doesn't understand how to, yeah. It gets weird. Like I've said before, I wouldn't want to be left alone in a room with him, but I also would never leave a woman alone in a room with him. Yeah. There's some... We do a hot or not get sassy gay tier list of dictators, and without knowing a whole bunch of them, I did one a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. We got the pedophile, we got the genocidal maniac, and we got the serial killer murderer fucking dictators, in the bottom tier, just off of instinct. There's, yeah. I'd be like, no, we can leave together. It would, yeah. So, there you go. There's my piece. 2001, Occupy Wall Street. I used to watch Tim Pool's live stream from the park. We were friends. I don't know if he changed or if my impression of him back then was way off. No, be over. He did. He had time to duck. Creepy. He knows nothing of boundaries. I watched him speak to a woman streamer for 45 minutes, made me really uncomfortable. He said he was going to forcefully fly her out and get with her after her saying no the entire time and that she was taken. Yeah. It's a good thing its legs are so tiny so women can run the fuck away. You rated Castro too low, we'll never forgive you. It wasn't that I rated Castro too low. What's the unforgivable is that I put Che and Donald Trump at the same level. I will never be forgiven for that. I know that. I know it. Hey, Willada. I'm still not over Glasses Guy in B tier. Disassociation for reality and a net confidence. I mean, why'd you put me with Trump? Fertus says, Kai, I absolve you. Thank you, Fertus. Oh, you meant Che. Yes. Yeah, I know. I will never be forgiven for that. I get it. It's okay. I understand. But apparently I've been absolved by Fertus, and he's French, and that's a priest, right? French priest. I don't know. It feels close. It was Kale's fucking YouTube channel, but has Discord super crazy. It's 6 weeks bad, or people not laughing and joking. But yeah, no, yeah. Saber. And is that the sort of thing a sane person does? Right? I put it to you. Has shown up in a weird alleyway in the middle of the night because a dude on Twitter challenged him to a fist fight. Is that the same? Is that what a sane person does? It's a well-adjusted person. If you get into a fucking Twitter spat and some dude says, I'll fucking fight you. showing up to an alleyway in the middle of the night over that to fist fight over some Twitter beef. Is that what a sane person does, right? Does a sane person get into a 6-week spat with their own Discord because they didn't get the joke that you told or they didn't like it the way, you know? Jesus Christ, man. This is not the behavior of a well-adjusted human being. He won because he was there and the random Twitter guy was not. That make the bigger alpha male. And Amorous is correct. Like, this is the terrifying thing. Amorous is dead on. Dude, because that was his argument. He won. The other guy didn't show up. Of course he didn't show up. He's fucking sane. He's screwing with you, man. That's why I've challenged Haz to a fight. Yeah, I'll meet him on the strip. Anytime, any place. Anytime, any date. Just I'll meet him on the strip. And, I'll fight Haz. I'll just, tell me when, Haz. I'll meet you on the strip. Like, how did you not know this dude just fucking with you? It's Twitter, man. You psychopath. Sit your crazy ass down and stay at home. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking A. That's not behavior of a well-adjusted person. Look at his reactions to shit. He just starts aping out. He has no control mechanism. Like, he just loses his shit and starts, like, aping out on stream. And it's like, dude, get it together. What is going on? But hey, it's entertaining as fuck, right? People are there. You're going to watch a train wreck. Dude, you're going to watch a train wreck. And sure, he says some crazy shit and people love crazy shit and they'll believe crazy shit. That's fine. That's fine. I get that. But, like, that's a train wreck. Of course people watch. Are you shitting me? Jesus. France is closer to the Vatican than any of the USA people, so I say it counts. Fuck yeah, score. Oh, be over, I don't know. There may be a bunch in there. I miss the good old days when you lost a tooth fighting chuds at the dive bars. Squirrel. Most interesting stuff I found about dictators, what they collect, like Marco's wife with the shoes and Kim Jong the Elvis suits, and Iman al-Azari and the collection of famous people's cutlery. I didn't know about that one, Saber. That one's a new one on me. Interesting. Let's see. Boom. Oh my god. Has his communist Chris Chan. Oh my god. That's a fucking thing. It wouldn't be so unfair to Chris Chan. Oh god. So his ankle biting. Oh, that's Pocket Has. Unrelated. His no, unrelated. We've tested. I work best, dude. This is the night show. I get high on this. I just fucking. This is like my decompression show. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do the daytime. We do a lot of serious fucking topics and shit like that, right? And those usually hang around 85, but we've tested like up to $120. I mean, we've tested way above that actually, but 120 is basically my limit of being able to do educational practice as an anarchist. I have to be able to engage with chat like this. So ideally 85 is where I max out. And there's actually weird community methods to like sort of control that. And like, but yeah, we really do. Like I wouldn't want to, that's not what I'm doing. That's Pocket Has. Pocket Has is channel lore. See, we find Has funny. It's sad because he's clearly suffering, but we find him funny. And so if you know the scene of Pocket Sand from Dale Gribble, there's some more fucking channel lore right there. Libra knows the command. See, that's what this stuff is about. It's about conversations that we've had as a community. That's what it's about. 3 days of the week, I do anarchistic education, praxis, analysis.
Isn't that corrupt?
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, the patron saint of our bad movie night. See, that's the thing. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I would never want to be like Hassan's size. I couldn't do what I do. That's a whole other thing that he does. Right? Like, that's, yeah. I like what I do. Fucking T-Wizard. Has he 2 holes? Oh, Caboose queued off the corrupt. Nonsense got me back into butter. Yep. I'll fight him in a psych hospital in the EU so he can't say he can't afford to stay. Although it's just prisons with the infamous problems. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking. Beast. Hillary Clinton's collection. It took me a minute to get there, Gemma, but it wasn't lost. Hillary Clinton's collection of dead babies is one that I find fascinating. Oh, you fucking A. Squirrel. Oh, I love that. Your head isn't small enough to be Hassan's size. Whole new generation of dead baby jokes. Dude, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping all this abortion shit kicks off some really good dead baby jokes. Stand-up comedians should be on their game, right? Michael Jackson? Nah. Yeah. If you're grifter. Yeah. If you're asking Michael Jackson, nah. Night tech support. Yeah. No, never bought that one. Yeah, I'm a champ. Saber, I like Neil Breen, but the true god of vanity projects is John DeHart, as Neil doesn't sing and do to Shakespeare. We'll check it out, but it'll never supplant Neil. Respect for knowing Neil, though. What's the difference between a fetus and a black person? The right to life. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. That's a solid one for today. That's topical. That's snappy. Yep. It's the difference between a fetus and a black person. Right to life. Yeah. Beast. Solid delivery. That's what you need. You need that out of these times. You need good dead baby jokes. You fucking, you need good racist jokes. And I get some good racist jokes. Like that's the thing. Like we need just all fronts, subversive too. Cause jokes can fucking work a couple of different ways. That's the whole idea behind like a really good, like crafted, like racist joke. Like it should point to something and you're like, oh shit, huh? Right? Like there's a fundamental inequality there. You're like, oh fuck, that's broken. Like, the reason it's funny shouldn't be haha race. It should be haha, that's fucked up. And we're laughing because it's either laugh or cry. So let's laugh. This is the best racist jokes are the ones that hit that other direction. Fucking you punch up, you don't punch down. That's if you're gonna write the joke. And the concept there that you're punching up at should be the fucked up nature of it. And the more fucked up it is, the better the joke's gonna be. Because the darker you can make that joke, the funnier it's gonna be if you can pay off that fucking the punchline. So yeah, working with the racial stuff and the abortion stuff and fucking killing queer kids and shit like that. Dude, there's some really good fucking material out there for proper comic relief. I hope we get some of it. We're going to need it. This stuff is necessary. Like we don't survive as people if we don't get the comics out there that are willing to go there and be like, yeah, let's tell these really fucked up jokes, because the only other option is to cry. What's red, white, and silver and bumps into walls? A baby with forks in its eyes. That's an absurdist. I love the absurdist. Public. Exactly. Yeah. If fucking, at this point, you can make the same joke about gay, trans, women too. Yep. As I said, I work with a guy 35 years in, never graped down. Can I post in chat as you haven't seen Bad Acting till you've seen Get Even, Road to Revenge, Champagne and Bullets 1993 trailer? Yeah, dude, Saber, drop it. For sure. Saber, you don't have to worry about that. The links are just allowed. I don't, dude, again, anarchist. It's not about no rules. It's just recognizing the ones that, communally we help you flow. But yeah, there's no link restriction. Just fucking, you got a link, be like, hey, I got a fucking link for some shit that's probably baller. Here you go. Lord Dr. Robert Scrumpton says, take humorous things seriously and serious things humorously. Exactly. That's fucked up is some of my favorite comedy. Dude, that's fucked up is probably, as far as I'm concerned, the high art of comedy. That's tragedy plus time, right? Like that's when comedians talk about like the classic comedy. Like what is it? It's tragedy plus time. It's the fucked up shit. It's the fucked up shit. And if there's not a stand-up, there's every single stand-up out there. There's who's a road comic right now, who's writing material and working the road. I guarantee you, every single one of them had an idea at least for a Buffalo shooter joke. As soon as it happened, they all had a take on it. They could all probably drop some material, right? Like that's just what they do. It's what they do. GOP are trying to legislate the fetus into existence, not out of it. You can thank my third grade school year for the baby and forks thing. Okay, that makes sense. Fucking Gemma, yeah, that makes sense. What's the difference between so what's the difference between a fetus and a trans person? The GOP are trying to legislate the fetus into existence, not out of it. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty accurate. How does every racist joke start? All right. How many fetuses does it take to paint a room? It depends how far along the pregnancy was and how hard you throw them. What's black and white and red all over? A penguin with a sunburn. Fucking bump. You know what? Fuck it. Here, you get one. There you go, Saber. What do trans women and cis women have in common? Republican hate. Not as good as the last one. Yeah. No, your last one was fucking solid, beast. Fucking. Let's see. My working title for when I edited Lexi section on Buffalo was Buffalo Wild Shots Fired. Kick the baby. Yeah, exactly. What's the difference between a Buffalo shooter and Ron DeSantis? The shooter had the balls to actually use a damn gun to kill those he hated. It's fair. It's fair. Do you know how many good cops it takes to change a light bulb? Come on, for twos. That's why you should all just put them in the same fucking message line. Okay, do you know how many good cops it takes to change a light bulb? I'll tell you when a good cop changes anything. That's solid work too, for twos. In a foreign language. That's joke telling in a foreign language that's a mark of understanding a language for sure. Because jokes don't really translate. The jokes are rough. They don't really translate. So, like, yeah, telling a joke in a foreign language, like a second or a third language, that's impressive. It's like when Joe used native idioms on me one time, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Ah, boo. Cheater. Wait, hold on. Caleb had none. They shoot the room for being black, which is a solid alternative punchline. Same setup could work either way. Do you know how many good cops it takes to change a light bulb? None. They shoot the room for being black. Or, do you know how many good cops it takes to change a light bulb? I'll tell you when a good cop changes anything. That's single setup, multiple punchlines. Do you know what it makes the do you know what makes the Pizzagate do you know what makes the Pizzagate pizzeria sauce taste so good? Well, Mamma Mia's Pizzeria and Abortion Clinic. Your loss is our sauce. Oh, who would that be? Who would tell that joke? Patton Oswalt fucking 20 years ago would tell that joke. Brian Posehn would probably still tell that joke. I don't think Patton would. But yeah, that immediately, that's like, that material works for them. Okay. What's the difference between a box of Ritz and the GOP? The GOP are saltier. Redacted. Fair enough. I'm not racist because being racist is a crime, and that's for black people. Breaking news. There's been a massive theft of Viagra in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The police say they're looking for a gang of hardened criminals. Oh, what's the difference between a porcupine and a cop car? Porcupine has the pricks on the outside. Not mine, but earned us money spanging. Nice. True that. One of my favorite sets of Izzy Izzards was partly about doing comedy in French, in France and French. I think I know which one you're talking about as well, Informaticus. Was it Dressed to Kill? That feels like that may have been Dressed to Kill, but it could have been one of the other ones. But yeah. Chris Hardwick or Jonah Ray would probably tell that joke. I don't like Chris Hardwick. I don't like Chris Hardwick. I don't entirely know why. What's the best thing about abortion jokes? Unlike the GOP, they never get old. Yeah, it could be Dressed to Kill. Yeah, can't exactly recall. Yeah, I seem to recall that. I remember the dress. I remember the dress. That fabulous dress. Lexi said it was Dressed to Kill, if I recall. It's and Amara saying yes, it's Dressed to Kill. There we go. So yes. I love the hive mind. I love the hive mind. I'm here for the hive mind. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Working in a foreign language as a comic is a whole. It's a skill. It's a skill. But good applause all around. And for those of you who know how my hands feel, actually applauding you is, that kind of hurts. So like, yeah, applause all around. Those were some fucking baller jokes, actually. Some of you motherfuckers should actually probably have been taking notes, like, cause there were some solid jokes in there. Where was fucking... You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I know what I can do. Oh. There we go. All right. In the 80s was a great time. The 80s were fucking great, but the 90s were best. The 90s were the best decade. The 90s was the best decade to grow up in. 100%. 100%. If you were a 90s kid, you won. Congratulations. It's all downhill from here. How do you stop a KKK member from drowning? Take your foot off his head. Whoopsie. Normally we'd probably have to get rid of it, but honestly, it's in the context of the greater scheme of telling dark jokes. So fuck it. Non-binary. I don't even know what that's about, Gemma. I just don't like Chris Hardwick. I just don't like him. I don't know, something about him. He seems, I don't know. I just don't like him. I love context. Yeah, they're great. Okay, so that's a groiper. I And then this. All right. When we were on bad movies. You. There we go. No, you. Why are you on that tab? Oh, all right.
What's your problem, Normad? You almost got Huck killed.
So what? You know, if that guy dies, we're doing the whole world a favor. Ah! You just made a big mistake.
That's true, Caboose. 100%.
I'd like to kill you. I'd like to kill this asshole and that asshole with the cowboy hat.
Throughout the ages, Satan has guided us in his own divine way.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is definitely going to get watched in Bad Movie Night. Don't get me wrong. This is 100% solid fucking submission. This is brilliant. We will watch this. But this is not Neil Breen genius.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Great acting. Great acting.
Hey, here's a quarter. Buy yourself a personality.
We love you, Satan.
They sacrificed a human baby.
I'm a little concerned of that Amorous as well. This seems intentional.
It's me again.
I mean, you got no class, okay? You got no class. Hey, look at me. Look at me. You got no goddamn class, okay?
But this is solid. We will watch this.
He's the one who murdered the baby.
What?
Really?
Yeah, that is I mean, that's definitely worth watching. Now I just fucking, is this a thing that exists? Like, it does feel intentional though. That's a little concerning. Let's see. It is a vanity film. I mean, that goes, he's a lawyer. The guy who stars in it is a lawyer. Okay, so hang on. Yeah, him, right? Yeah, him. All right. This guy. This guy is a trial lawyer who is the producer, writer, director, and actor, John DeHart Esquire. Many similarities with Breen. Interesting. All right. This is worth watching. Who brought this to my attention? Thank you. This doesn't. Okay. No, we'll be watching this. For sure. Okay, so this was Saber that brought this to our attention. Thank you, Saber. A connoisseur of bad movies. Do you understand? You are a true gentleman of culture, clearly. That's a fucking just holy shit. A connoisseur of bad movies is always a lovely thing to find.
With you when you hold
credit's due. Breen hasn't sung a song. I don't think Breen's done a song. That is some dude. I need to we need to tweet Breen and be like, why the fuck haven't you been singing? I need you to sing, man. I need you to sing. Like, you need to sing the soundtrack, man. Like, that's a thing I need from Breen. I didn't even think that was a thing I needed from him until just now. Yeah, new drop an EP, Breen. Dude, I didn't even know I needed that from Neil Breen until I just realized I needed that. I need a Breen EP the same way I need a Breen peen. Okay? He's flashed his ass cheeks. Enough of this shit, Breen. Fucking, you do self-published. Find an excuse to put your fucking full frontal nudity on that movie. Fucking, goddamn it. We've been demanding Breen peen since the fucking weird fucking garbage bag rooms. Yeah. I need a Breen EP. I'm a total film buff. I watch everything from Kubrick to Coleman Francis. Nice. All right, fair enough. We do Bad Movie Night every Friday night on the Discord server, Saber. After the Friday stream, we dump into the Discord server, and after like an hour or so, we get warmed up and we fucking we watch bad movies. We just, shit movies and weird movie themes and stuff that we've even done a 1973 Alex will know because it's Alex's recommendation, a 73 musical triple X porn Alice in Wonderland parody. Yeah, so like, if you want to hit up the Discord and come by fucking Friday night for us, whatever it is, and watch some really shitty movies sometime and hang out, there you go, man. You're more than welcome. Yeah, but no, we want Breen peen, Saber. We're well over that. Like, I want the Breen peen. That's what we're about. We need the Breen peen. But yeah, we're gonna add this dude to the list for sure. Let's see. You know what? Let's just fucking, where is it? Oh, that's under media. Movies we want to watch. There we go. Just get it in there now. Yeah, it's actually, it's serviceable. It's a serviceable movie. Saber. Serviceable porn, serviceable whatever. I need to find y'all a subtitle version of the French movie that was made to remade into True Lies. Interesting. What time-ish on Friday night? 10:30 onward. We do 2 or 3 showings be over. So 10:30 onward. That's roughish Pacific, if that makes a difference. Wait, is this whole thing on YouTube?
But this guy...
No, it's not. Okay. I was like, wait, is this whole thing on... Jesus Christ, it may actually be. All right. Oh, all right. Let's dump y'all fucking somewhere. Fucking Public was feeling lazy tonight, right? Like, that was... Jesus, the YouTube movie recommend. You know what? That's halfway. That's not bad. Miami Connection. If I'm looking at the trailer for Get Even, Road to Revenge, and Miami Connections coming up as a recommendation, that's not bad. Dude, Miami Connection's a solid bad movie. 1:30 in New York time. Yeah. We'll probably be going into the AM for you then. Like, that's... Like, you could probably catch us in the morning. Wait, what? I have whispers from Wither. Okay. Jesus. I gotta fucking lock Wither's account down. Give me a second here. Oh, hey, we have new badges for fucking... Wait, is Caboose still here? I bet you are. Hold on. Let me try this. We have new stuff. We have new stuff. Roles manager. All right, let's try something. Should already be in my list. There we go. Cancel that. There we go. All right, Caboose. Try and say something in chat. Ah, yes, Gemma, you're welcome. Let's see if this works. Hey, Caboose has a new fucking tag. Yeah, exactly. That's probably that way for you. Okay, what did I just? There we go. Oh, do you not? I do on my screen, and I do over here. Caboose. Jesus. Caboose. Look at your second one. That's the artist badge. Yeah. It's a palette with a paintbrush on it. That's the artist badge. Yeah. So you can like do roles for your community so your artist people can be recognized. Yeah. There you go. Meme Lord himself. Oh, you know what? That's 100% where y'all are going. 100%. Yeah, it's in the roles manager, Alex. I is the artiste. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to raid you guys out. Oh, yeah, there's no way I'd fucking do that, Saber. Never. Man, I talk about abortion and gay rights and fucking firearms and fucking shit like that. I get people who are super heated in here. Nope. that nobody needs text to speech. They don't need that power. Especially for a price. Kittens is just doing cat watching, right? Yes. Kittens is just doing cat watching. Is there a shit talker role? No, not yet. Frenchie deserves one too. Oh, that is true. Hold on. Fucking Frenchie's gonna get one. Oh. Fucking A. Where's Frenchie? Where's Frenchie? There's Frenchie. God damn it. They don't fucking put your name like what we think of you as. Can you just change your username to Frenchie? That'd be great. Now let's just make fun of Andy Dick. Fucking, I'm gonna need you to change your name specifically to "Hey there, you French fuck." I don't think Twitch allows fuck as a username, but you know, I'm gonna need you to do that anyway. Night be over. Draw me like one of your French revolutionaries. Amorous, he has drawn me. He has drawn me like that. I told Fertus to draw me like one of like that, and he did. So, He's done his best to scrub that data file from his device. Sketched would be more appropriate. Whatever. Later, Corey. Hey, I have the badge. Yes, you do. Sketchy ass motherfuckers. Yes. So, yeah. Afternoon show tomorrow. Shit like that. Hope y'all are okay. I may be in VC for a bit. We'll see. I need to get some food going. Either way. Hope y'all had a fun time. Catch you guys later.